The next day, standing amidst the remains of massive beasts in the Wanshui wilderness area, Xu Jingming calculates that his newly accumulated 5,000 ability points will easily fund his current goals. Resting against his spear, he reflects on his rapid growth. In less than half a year, he can traverse this dangerous zone almost unopposed, with only a rare few mid-rank Tier 5 beasts still posing a legitimate threat. A sudden gleam of light in the dense forest catches his eye. Recognizing a rare type of glowing flora native to the zone, he decides to gather some. He reaches down and harvests a radiant golden 100-color flower, carefully collecting 3 vibrant bunches in total. Meanwhile, at the university, Vice Principal Ling Shuang reviews official files on a holographic screen projected by a floating drone in her office. At a gentle knock, she calls the visitor in. Xu Jingming enters, and Ling Shuang asks if he just returned from the wilderness. He confirms, explaining he has been hunting beasts to keep his real-world combat instincts razor-sharp. Ling Shuang commends his dedication to practical combat, agreeing that lifelike virtual trials cannot replace real-world experience. Xu Jingming is secretly amused that his hastily fabricated excuse has earned such high praise. Expressing gratitude for her words, Xu Jingming presents one of the glowing 100-color flowers, politely offering it as a souvenir from his expedition. Ling Shuang accepts the gift thoughtfully. Despite being a Tier 8 Grandmaster who regularly receives extravagant treasures, no one has ever gifted her a simple flower. A soft blush warms her cheeks as she hides a delighted smile behind the petals. Returning to business, Ling Shuang mentions his team's recent virtual training victories. She commends them for defeating one of the university's strongest legendary teams, noting the impressive feat of overcoming opponents peaking at mid-rank Tier 4. Xu Jingming humbly clarifies that they only faced the weaker of the 2 legendary squads. Ling Shuang reassures him it remains a remarkable achievement, admitting his team's proven capability finally allows her to relax before the tournament. Conjuring a glowing blue magic circle, Ling Shuang materializes a neat stack of 10 tickets and gracefully hands them to Xu Jingming as a return gift. Examining the red passes, Xu Jingming breaks into a nervous sweat. Recognizing them as ultra-rare premium inner field tickets for the National University League, he sheepishly admits the gift is too precious and feels he already owes her too much. Ling Shuang smiles gently, assuring him that an outstanding performance in the tournament will be the perfect repayment. Motivated by her encouragement, Xu Jingming confidently accepts the challenge. Later, strolling down a sunny campus street, Xu Jingming video calls his aunt to offer her the tournament tickets. She happily accepts, relieved because his cousin had been stressing over securing seats. Passing a local coffee shop, Xu Jingming mentally counts his remaining passes, planning to distribute the rest to his friends Song Chukyu and Jiang Chuxuan. Right on cue, he hears his name called out and spots the 2 girls happily hurrying toward him down the paved path. Greeting them warmly, he produces 2 more radiant golden 100-color flowers, offering one to each visibly touched girl. Overjoyed by the unexpected gifts, they simultaneously plant a sweet kiss on his cheeks. Smiling at their affection, he pulls out the tournament tickets, asking how many they need to attend the upcoming event. Song Chukyu excitedly requests 2 so she can bring her friend Xiaoya, while a beaming Jiang Chuxuan only needs a single pass. Clinging to his arm, Song Chukyu explains she cannot see him off properly due to an early departure. Jiang Chuxuan apologetically adds she must also miss his farewell to take her level 3 pharmacist exam later that day. Smiling warmly, Xu Jingming gently pats Jiang Chuxuan's head and wishes her luck. He reassures them both, promising they will all reunite soon in Qingshu City for the main event. Arriving at the massive combat technique library, Xu Jingming decides to learn a new S-class spear technique to guarantee victory. Inside a private study room, he instructs the AI, Eva, to filter all S-class lightning attribute spear techniques. Eva projects the holographic files. With only 5 options available, Xu Jingming selects the thunder-piercing demon-killing spear. The system details how this skill forms a lightning net to drastically increase thrusting speed, culminating in a compressed thunder explosion. Highly satisfied with its destructive description, he asks Eva to retrieve the physical manual. An assistant promptly delivers a thick tome, and he dives into studying the material with intense focus. After intense study, the system deducts 3,200 ability points, confirming his successful acquisition of the beginner level. Closing the book with a sharp clap, he smiles, knowing the technique's explosive power perfectly suits his combat style. Leaning back with a relaxed stretch, he silently praises the system's instant learning feature. Realizing this new technique costs more points than his Thunder God finger, he feels incredibly eager to test its destructive potential. With his preparations incomplete, he instructs Eva to pull up the library's latest A-class lightning combat techniques. Among the new holographic files, an A-class technique called Lightning Shadow catches his eye. It utilizes energy to create a trailing clone that mirrors attacks, dealing up to 30% of the original damage for seamless combos. Recognizing its high tactical value, Xu Jingming realizes the clone's follow-up strikes will perfectly cover his vulnerable combat openings. If utilized correctly, this gives it the utility of an S-class skill. Pointing decisively at the display, he selects the lightning shadow technique, and Eva promptly confirms his choice. The next morning, a massive transport airship awaits the team on the athletic field. Standing near the boarding ramp, Zhou Ying expresses immense satisfaction with the sleek design of their official new uniforms. A massive crowd of students gathers to see them off, cheering fervently for Magic City U. They specifically hype up the Thunder Emperor, begging him to show no mercy and sweep the competition. Walking up the ramp alongside his teammates, Xu Jingming raises a hand in a confident wave to acknowledge their enthusiastic support. The airship's engines roar to life, ascending into the clear sky as they officially set off for the tournament. Over in Qingsu City, the sprawling host location for the event, Xu Ping addresses an orderly formation of uniformed students. He warns that their proximity to the number 5 demon lair demands absolute security, commanding them to display grand hospitality as representatives of Qingjing Superpower University. Shortly after, the Magic City U airship appears above the host city's landing zone. Observing its grand arrival, Xu Ping instructs an assistant to activate the guiding lights. The heavy transport ship touches down smoothly on the designated pad, kicking up powerful gusts of wind. As the team disembarks in their matching long coats, the waiting crowd buzzes with excitement. Onlookers recognize Kang Shi, whispering in awe about his mid-rank Tier 4 status, and excitedly point out the formidable presence of Shen Dongling. Finally, the crowd identifies the last member to emerge. The rapidly rising S-rank Thunder Emperor, Xu Jingming. Stepping out with a calm, focused expression, he knows the tournament has officially begun, and the time for hiding his true SS rank ability is over.